Hello there, Firefly Home Energy Cleans, Nicole. I welcome you all again in this beautiful chat that we have here and there to talk about consumerism, to talk about stuff, objects, material that can be clothes, makeup, technology like items and so on. One of the biggest problems we have nowadays is that we are 7 billion. There's at least 2 billion of people that live in poverty, which is also another huge motive of stop and think about what is fair, what is just, what is unjust in society. But one thing that I really feel deep inside is that we that are the rich, we that we live in the Western developing world or rich world, or also the people that are rich that live in third world countries or in a developing world, how much we consume, how much we buy, and how much we waste. Because the more we buy, the cause brings an effect. It's the more we waste. So it's just a reflection, actually, a food for thought. We should all think about ourselves. How many stuff do I buy? How much clothes do I have that I don't need? How many, body products? How many telephones, computers, iPads, USBs, outside external drives and so on? How many pair of shoes? How many handbags? How much makeup? And all these things. And think how much we use them and how much we waste them. And also, if we have too much and we want to declutter, we want to finally get rid of some extra, do we throw it all away in the trash, or do we make the conscious effort to go and donate it? So we can donate to small charities, we can donate to the church, we can donate to your religion affiliation of choice that do volunteer jobs, or then they share it with the people that are more in need, the less fortunate people. We just throw it in a bucket, or we just throw it away, because a lot of people trash it. At this point, can we call the Salvation Army or any other housing works that they come and get us our old furniture or our boxes of old clothes or kids' clothes that they don't use anymore? We pass it to the family. We try to give it to neighbors. We leave it outside our building, which I always think is a good idea. Try to create a little community. You don't have to love all your neighbors or to be friends, but it's nice to be civil. It's nice to have a community. It's nice to have a community that you can share things like, oh look, I have 2 pots. I don't use this anymore. Can I give you this pot? I have an extra coffee machine. Do you need it? Do you want it? Oh, my kids don't use the strollers anymore. Do you want it? We can even resell it if you need to make money, or if it's a good way to reuse. We can sell it to marketplace or there's tons of ways. There's a lot of apps. There's a great app. It's called New York City Donate app. It's a green app with the white letters. We can find it. We can put volunteering or donation in the app store and find out which kind of apps we have locally where we live and we thrive. I think it's very important if all of us, from the richer to the most humble or poor, do an effort. So each one of us does an effort to help others, to donate, to repurpose, reuse, recycle. It's not particularly easy. Well, it's pretty easy nowadays because, let's face it, we're lucky. There's tons of apps, there's tons of options. So we're pretty lucky nowadays. But still, you need to put effort into it. You need to consciously put an effort into it. And many of us still don't want to do it. So the question is, why? Don't you feel bad in trashing or wasting a lot of new things, of good things that can be reused, repurposed, recycled? Why don't we do a little bit of extra? Why don't we, again, I repeat this until really you're tired to hear it, but it's actually really a mantra that in life is like ethics, raising a level of consciousness. Ethics means also like education, and is what we teach to children. Do we teach the children in our existence, in our family, in our neighborhood, at work, whatever, if we work with children, do we teach them volunteering jobs? Do we teach sharing is caring? Do we teach when you don't want anything anymore, try to donate it, to give it, or to resell it, whatever we want to teach them, but the repurpose of things. Do we teach them, try to consume less? Maybe we use the money in experiences, a nice dinner out. We can go to an animal sanctuary, help, volunteering job there, or help and play also, like care for the animals and get all the love and the teaching the animals or people in need that they give us back when we do volunteering. We can go volunteer for elders, we can go volunteer for disabled, we can do tons of things. But we should bring our kids with us too, so they learn the importance and the beauty of volunteering work, of sharing your time. If you don't have much money, you can share your time. You don't have to change the world. You don't have to save the world. It's almost impossible. But we can all do our part. We can all do a little drop here and there, constant, with a little bit every week. And again, I'm saying this, and I learned also being wrong. For many years, I've been selfish or I've been consumistic. I've done not enough, not close to enough, if not nothing. And I've changed lately in the past years. And I hope to, and I'm striving and I'm teaching myself and I'm trying to get better and better, because I had great friends or great people that I met, acquaintances, that did so much more for so much longer than me. So I'm preaching, but I'm really actually saying to you and to myself included, that we can do better. That we can look to people that do more and be more like them. Constructive, positive things to help the communities or to help our little community. It can be our building, it can be our neighborhood, it can be our city, it can be our region, it can be our state. You want to help people in Southeast Asia, you can help them, but as long as you help, what are we doing to help others? What are we doing to volunteering? Are we donating our job, our time? Are we donating some money? If you cannot donate time or you don't want to, try to donate money at least. And always check where the money goes. There be good causes or well-known agencies that don't steal or don't, because we always have to be aware that there's also a lot of unethical people / borderline criminals that try to take advantage of good people. So always antennas on, check where your money goes, or if you better if you go in person, if you give time. That's why I'm a big fan of giving time, helping in person with your work. Because money is important, but you can also work like cleaning or walking dogs or just cuddling cats or dogs in a shelter. You can clean an animal sanctuary. You can go make company to the elders in a nursing home. You can help disabled kids to do homeworks or so on, so on. There's tons of opportunity. You can go in a kitchen and cook for homeless people. You can even go there with the groceries. So you also bring in something. It's a way, instead of giving money, you give food. Very important. Imagine if all of us, 7 billion people, do act of kindness towards others, how much better our society will be. And our cities, regions, counties, states, nations, continents. Because imagine, it's like a drop. Remember, energy is contagious. So it's a drop that creates a ripple effects of ways of goodness, of volunteering jobs, of empowering, empowering people that are less fortunate than us, or they had gone through a bad period, or they stay in a bad period forever. Some people are born in very tough situations. It's a fact. And society, as it is now, does not help, not close to enough to be better. And guess what is society? Society, it's us. I am part of society. You're part of society. So society is all of us. And we all can do our best to create a better world in peace, respect, and helping. If you help someone, an act of kindness can change someone forever. And that someone maybe won't be mean anymore, or won't go home and beat up the wife or the kids or the animals. Sometimes an act of kindness really transforms people. Sometimes you need more than one. Sometimes you need more help. But at least try. We all can if we put some effort, and if we also maybe buy less. We have a little bit of discomfort for ourselves. Okay, now we're volunteering. Okay, well, I'll go. Just go, just show up. It's like when you do sport, just show up, be there, show up. Act upon the ideas or the thoughts of doing good or be good. That helps enormously. And we all can do it. We don't have to be rich. We don't have to be wealthy. We don't have to be particularly privileged. to be nice and to help and to give time if we cannot give money. I really, really think this is an important message. Nowadays, always been for the species, the human species, human races, human species. But I think now more than ever, we need kindness. We need to help each other. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to be friends. But you can we can co-live in harmony and in respect and in happiness. And that means, yeah, we need to kind of smudge our edges too, accept others sometimes, whatever, but we start from a building. I see so many buildings, like we are here, 20 apartments. I know three people in 3 apartments. It would be nice to at least have a knowledge who lives there, if they need help, if they have family, if they have kids, if they have animals. Guess what? Maybe an accident happened and you can go and call the police or rescue the animal locked inside the apartment. We always have to try to always also think a little bit larger. Not always me, mine, so individualistic. Think about, oh, how's my neighbor? And again, you don't really have to like it too much or be super friendly, but how is he? How are you? Spread the word. Prices is important to diminish domestic violence, possibility of abuse on animals, kids, elderly, the most innocent, the more, the one that cannot defend themselves. So, amount of checking around you, the surroundings, the neighborhood, the area where you live, the building where you live is good. It's not being a gossiper or mind each other business. It's the minimum level of acknowledgement and of niceness, of kindness to build a community and a better society in order also to defend or to be a defender in case is needed for the people, the kids, elder, disabled, animals, for the living sentient being that might need to be defended and to be protected. So that's what I wanted to think and to share with you today, and I hope I gave you some nice food for thoughts and some nice ideas to ponder over. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.